second list, giving you right there Manohar Lal Khattar, Piyush Goyal, Nitin Gadkari, Anurag Thakur, Prahlad Joshi, the former Chief Minister Bommai, where Karnataka is concerned, are some of the big guns that are going to be fighting this election where the second list of the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. The BJP's second list announced candidates from Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Haryana, Uttarakhand, all of them been given out. Interesting, because if you look at the list in Maharashtra and Karnataka, you'll also have a fair idea which are the seats that in all probability will be going in where the alliances are concerned. I want to quickly cut across to my colleague Poulomi, pulling her in. Poulomi, just take us through the second list of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the biggest takeaways.
Well, absolutely. You know, BJP has, as far as one of the big stories, which was in fact the big story in the first list as well, now because that list is complete as far as Delhi Lok Sabha seats are concerned, what we do know that BJP has done a clean-up act. You have sitting members of parliament, you won all 7 seats, but clearly you are now facing competition. Aam Aadmi Party has already declared its candidates. The Congress list of 2 is awaited. But clearly what the BJP has done, it has dropped 6 out of 7 sitting MPs. The only one to have been repeated is Manoj Tiwari from the Northeast Delhi constituency. Today's list has 2 names because the first one had 5. East Delhi, Harsh Malhotra, and Northwest Delhi, Yogendra Chandolia. Harsh Malhotra replaces Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir, of course, had bowed out of the race, saying he has cricketing commitments and for which reasons he will not want to contest the elections again. Northwest Delhi, Hans has been dropped and Yogendra Chandolia gets a ticket over there. You know, we're talking about seats from Gujarat as well as Haryana as well. Of course, from Haryana, the big ticket announcement is that Manohar Lal Khattar will be contesting the Lok Sabha elections from Karnal. Until yesterday, he was the Chief Minister of Haryana, and now he will be contesting the Lok Sabha elections. Ashok Tawar gets a ticket from Sirsa. And of course, importantly, also Rao Inderjeet Singh gets a ticket from Gurgaon and Krishan Pal Gujjar from Faridabad. So those are repeats from Hamirpur. Anurag Singh Thakur, current Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, will be contesting the election. Karnataka has seen a lot of churning as well. Pratap Simha, who got into a lot of controversy for giving out those visiting passes, that those who then entered parliament and opened up colored canisters within the Lok Sabha, he was responsible for that, and you know, he came under a lot of flack for it. He has been dropped from Mysuru. So, and a lot of changing of seats as well. From
Sitting Royal from Mysuru, yes.
Yes, absolutely. From Udupi Chikmagalur, Shubha Karalaji, Union Minister, she's been moved to Bangalore North, and Kota Srinivas Pujari will be contesting from Udupi Chikmagaluru. So that is going to be very interesting. Pratap Simha, of course, from Mysuru, he's been replaced by Yaduvir Chamaraj Wadiyar, who in fact is from the royal family, and Pratap Simha has already tweeted congratulating him about that. And Basavaraj Bommai, former Chief Minister, will be contesting the election from Haveri. At least 2 former Chief Ministers in this list.
All right, okay. Stay with us, Poulomi. We have Basavaraj Bommai on the phone line with us. Sir, congratulations. You're going to be fighting the Lok Sabha elections.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You've gone through the list, sir. What do you make of the list? There have been changes, there have been retentions. Do you think this is a list where you could repeat the performance of 2019 where Karnataka was concerned?
The list is both experience and youth has been given opportunities, and based on their service in the public life and standing in the public life. And new blood has been also introduced in Karnataka list. So therefore, Prime Minister is living up to his words, where the blend of both experience and youth will take this country forward.
Mr. Bommai, what do you make? Do you think with this, also the other question, sir, Mandya, Hassan, now can we assume those 2 seats will go to your ally JDS?
As far as Mandya is concerned, still the talks are going on, but Hassan certainly will go to JDS. And I think there will be very shortly a meeting between the JDS chief and Naddaji and others, and they are going to finalize tomorrow or day after.
So we can assume you're saying Hassan for sure, and Mandya there are talks, but the JDS very keen because you haven't announced the Mandya candidate yet.
Yeah. That because it's a part of the negotiations.
All right. So 2 seats there where your JDS candidate ally is concerned. But Mr. Bommai, the big question, especially after the state election debacle, which was fought under your leadership, are you now confident that you'd be able to deliver where Lok Sabha is concerned on what was practically a cent-per-cent, result in 2019? Save 1 or 2 seats?
We will have all the seats which we had earlier holding. Plus, with JDS coming in, we are hopeful to add 1 or 2 more. And for the one reason is that Congress, which had come on the false promises, has been totally exposed in 9 months. There is a zero development and 100% corruption. And people are really fed up with this thing, the way they are handling drought. There is no drinking water. Forget everything. So this is the fate of opera under the Congress regime. Therefore, people are looking towards Narendra Modi ji and his leadership and BJP to lead the country from the front in all the sectors. And overwhelming response is there, both in villages and in cities, with farmers, workers, Dalits, students, women, everywhere we can see that euphoria towards Narendra Modi's leadership.
Last 2 questions, sir. How will the narrative change from the state elections? Because the state elections, it was very clear that the Congress had run the narrative and the BJP was catching up. How will you do it differently?
I'll tell you. Congress had won on 2 narratives, one on a negative and lies which they had spread about our government, which has been now exposed. They are unable to prove anything on record. Second is their performance is totally zero. So there is a negative performance and the finances are in shambles. They are not giving drinking water to the people during drought. So people are really thirsty of water as well as thirsty of removing this government out of power.
Mr. Bommai, going into the Lok Sabha elections, are there any learnings from the BJP narrative in the state elections? The Congress seemingly had focused on local issues. You're talking of local issues now, Mr. Bommai.
But
the learnings, because you stuck to polarizing issues at that time. Be it Lord Hanuman, go ahead, sir.
See, we never stuck to polarization. Congress tried to bring that narrative. However, now people are comparing our development works to the Congress, as well as people are totally focused on the development done by the Narendra Modi ji and his government. So the double development of 2 governments versus of zero development of Congress, that is the narrative.
Sir, final question. At least the list today, it seems 10 your sitting MPs have been dropped. 10 fresh faces, 10 have been retained. What was the thinking behind it, sir? Do you feel there's anti-incumbency on those 10 seats that this decision has been made?
Around 7 people have been dropped, and among that 4 to 5 have voluntarily opted out because of their health reason, age, and Shivkumar Udasi, even though he's young, he has opted out voluntarily. There is 1 or 2 which they wanted to contest, but they have not been given another opportunity to bring in new people and new faces, new blood into the whole Lok Sabha list. That's how the things are going on, and certainly this will be a most welcome list.
All right, sir. Mr. Bommai, we wish you good luck. May the best man win. Appreciate you joining us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
much.
Appreciate
it, sir. All right, let's quickly cut across back to our political panelists. Joining us, Sanjay Singh, consulting editor, INS, Ashutosh, author, political analyst, Charu Pragya, national spokesperson. With us this evening, Charu Pragya, congratulations on the second list. Interesting, changes affected, but a lot of retentions as well. You're on mute, Charu.
My apologies. Some changes, some retentions, a lot of experience, a lot of youngsters. I think it's a very good list, as was the first one. We're completely geared up for Ab Ki Baar 400 Par. All our big leaders are on the battlefield. They are fighting it out, which is unlike the Congress party. I wanted to draw that comparison today because here we are a party which believes that leaders need to lead from the front. That's what makes them leaders. They should not be hiding at the back or saying that hame chunav ladna hi nahi hai or we're looking for a safe seat or we want to move to Rajya Sabha. In fact, this time around, even people who have been a part of the government and been members of parliament from the Rajya Sabha are being fielded on ground, and I think that is fabulous.
All right, Ashutosh, I want to bring you in on this because there is point in what Charu Pragya says. Practically, the sitting, MPs who have been in the cabinet have been fielded again. A lot of Rajya Sabha MPs have been brought in, Piyush Goyal, for example. So you have the big guns who will boom where the BJP is concerned. And on the other side, the Congress list does seem wanting in comparison, where most top leadership shying away from contesting.
See, Preeti, first of all, I am very happy for the Nitin Gadkari because there was a lot of apprehension that he might be denied the ticket like Sushma was denied in 2019. So I'm happy for Nitin Gadkari that he got the ticket this time. But yeah, I think the 2 points which I want to make, every list has a youngsters and the old people. There's no doubt about it. But the fact of the matter is, my objection is why Manohar Khattar is in the list and why Basaraj Bommai is in the list. Because these are the two leaders. If the party was not confident that under their leadership the party could get the victory in Basaraj Bommai in Karnataka, he could win, and the party had one of the worst performances there. And even Manohar Khattar, he's changed as chief minister. So there has to be some accountability within the BJP. Those who did not perform with the chief minister and those the party did not have the confidence that they can win elections for them. Why they are given a chance? They should be remain in the assembly and they should have tried to strengthen the party over there. That's my basic point. But at least then there is a Pankaja Munde, there is a Anurag Thakur. The BJP blames Congress and other for the dynastic politics. But what is the Pankaja Munde or what is the Anurag Thakur? They are also the dynast. So this was the golden opportunity. They could have chosen some new leadership and would have given an example to the Congress and other political parties. So I think there is, when the political parties they are electing candidates, the only formula is a winnability. There is no morality here. So let's not talk about that dynasty is bad for the country. The dynasty is bad for the country, and the dynasty is bad for the Congress. The dynasty is also bad for the BJP. But I just heard Pankaja Munde and Anurag Thakur in the list.
Okay, all right, okay, but there are plenty that way, Ashutosh, if you look at it right from Mr. Scindia and on, and the list can go on and on. But, allow me, Charu Pragya.
Mr. Bommai. Mr.
Right,
Bommai's father was in Janata Dal, SR Bommai.
So was Mr. Piyush Goyal, but their definition of...
also chief minister. Piyush Goyal again a dynast.
Well, so does Mr. Goyal, but, their definition of being a dynast is very different than what possibly is the Congress explanation. And I'm sure Charu Pragya will add to it, where she says it's not a one family-run party. Charu, am I correct? Because then I want to bring in Sanjay Singh into this conversation.
I apologize, Mr. Singh. I'll be very quick. See, the fact is that BJP is not running behind one family, trying to prop that person up and make him into a leader, even after failing dozens of times. And that is Parivarvad, that is dynastic politics. Okay. Here, every single leader has proved themselves time and time again.
All right, I want to bring in Sanjay Singh into this conversation. Sanjay Singh, interesting list, but also somewhere down the line, because let's just look at the Delhi list. Now complete, if you put list 1, list 2 together, out of the 7, 6 sitting MPs have been changed. Somewhere down the line, the BJP is feeling the heat of an AAP Congress combined.
First, Preeti, some corrections to the fact that Sushma Swaraj, to best of my knowledge, when was she denied ticket in 2019? She never was. She opted out of it. The other thing, Nitin Gadkari, there was never an apprehension to anybody's mind as to whether or not he will be given a ticket. Of course, this was a charcha in certain section,
right.
And the charcha was same as was in UP election about difference between Prime Minister Modi and UP Chief Minister Yogi. So, and Maharashtra list had not come out. Now to the question, this is BJP's new BJP, 6 out of 7 replaced from there. Uttarakhand, people from Rajya Sabha making transition to Lok Sabha, and they have been asked to do that. It's not that they are doing it voluntarily. And there are lot many leaders who do not want this transition, because Lok Sabha, of course, is always tough, and post-election always 5 years you actually have to engage with people. 3 former chief ministers, Manohar Lal Khattar, Of course, till yesterday he was Chief Minister, Baswara Bommai and Triven Singh Rawat. So
right.
if you look at in Uttarakhand again, both the names are new for. So there is
Right.
replacement in Uttarakhand also. If you are going to for elections, you have to put in your big guns into the place. There you
Right.
have to put in your
Well, okay,
big guns.
I apologize to all three of you. I came to you late, but the reason why is because we had a fair amount of breaking news and then Mr. Bamai. So apologies, I need to bow out of this bulletin. That's all the time that we have. But yes, ultimately, the true test of a politician is to fight a Lok Sabha election and prove himself. And in that sense, the BJP's first two lists do have the big guns. The Congress limited list released. Will the big guns boom? We'll find out. Quick break. Stay with us.
पता नहीं वो कौन लोग हैं, क्या हैं, सारी कानून व्यवस्था चरमरा जाएगी, चोरियां, डकैतियां, बलात्कार बढ़ेंगे हमारे देश के अंदर.
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal predicting disruptive fallout of CAA, predicting flood of Pakistanis, rape, riots and dacoity.
बांग्लादेश से, पाकिस्तान से अगर झुग्गी लगा के आपके, पता नहीं वो कौन लोग हैं, क्या हैं, सारी कानून व्यवस्था चरमरा जाएगी, चोरियां, डकैतियां, बलात्कार बढ़ेंगे हमारे देश के अंदर, पूरी कानून व्यवस्था, और पता नहीं कैसे कैसे लोग आएंगे वहां पे, सुरक्षा व्यवस्था, हमारे देश की सुरक्षा व्यवस्था का क्या होगा, चारों तरफ दंगे फैल जाएंगे. ये क्यों लाए हैं कानून?
Kejriwal's CAA rape analogy made the BJP see red. It launched a tirade asking Kejriwal to stop painting Hindu and Sikh migrants as criminals. The Sikh migrants who fled Taliban atrocities in Afghanistan and Pakistan were upset too. Sikh refugees asked Kejriwal not to tag them as rapists and asserted that they can die for dignity of women. Team India, however, has been relentlessly training guns on the centre, calling CAA an anti-Muslim law. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi too attacked CAA. Home Minister Amit Shah has rejected claims of bias and said India will not abandon persecuted minorities in its neighbourhood. Will the escalating CAA showdown dominate the political discourse in the run-up to 2024 polls? Bureau Report, India Today.
चाहे ममता बनर्जी हों, चाहे केजरीवाल हों, चाहे ओवैसी हों, सबके पेट में दर्द हो रहा है. सबकी दवा अलग अलग है, रोग भी अलग अलग है. जो लोग केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के लोगों को नागरिकता दी जा रही है, पाकिस्तान के नहीं हैं, ये भारतवंशी हैं. शायद आप वोट के लालच में इन भारतवंशियों के दुर्दशा को आप नहीं समझ रहे हैं. हमें याद है कि पाकिस्तान से आए थे 4-5 साल पहले कुछ तीर्थ के नाम पे वीजा लेकर के, और उनका वीजा का समय खत्म हो गया था. पत्रकारों ने पूछा, मीडिया ने दिखाया है कि आपका आज खत्म होगा, आप जेल चले जाएंगे. उन्होंने कहा मैं क्यों नहीं जाऊंगा, ये बता देता हूं. वो फटे हुए टेंट में था, अपनी बेटी को निकाला. अब बेटी को निकालने के बाद कहा ये मेरी बेटी है, मैं इसे स्कूल नहीं भेजता. अगर मैं स्कूल भेज दूं तो ये घर वापस नहीं आएगी. क्या उन हिंदुओं को आप पाकिस्तानी कहते हैं? वो बेचारे तो शरणार्थी के रूप में हैं. इन शरणार्थियों को अगर भारत में स्थान नहीं मिलेगा तो कहां मिलेगा? अफगानिस्तान से जो सिख भाई आए उनको भारत में नहीं मिलेगा तो कहां मिलेगा शरण? ये ओवैसी साहब का दर्द अलग है, अब ममता बनर्जी और केजरीवाल का दर्द एक है।
As you can see,